No niin, tervetuloa Peimari Unitedin tiedotustilaisuuteen. Aiheena meillä on tänään uuden valmennuspäällikön esittely. Peimari United on palkannut uuden valmennuspäällikön. Hän on nimeltään Joaquim Valinho. Joaquim tulee Portugalista. Hänen vastuualensa tulee olemaan seurassa seuran pääcoachi sekä sen lisäksi hän vastaa edustuksen ja A-junnujen vastuuvalmentajan roolista. Toivotan Joaquimin lämpimästi tervetulleeksi Peimari Unitediin. Ja täällä on tänään meillä paikalla kunnallislehti Jan Sundman toimittajana ja jatkaa tästä keskustelua ja kyselyä Joaquimilta.
Okay, nice to meet you, Joaquim.
Nice to meet you.
So, what is your background as a football coach? Where have you got your education and where have you coached so far in your career?
Okay, I make my studies in Portugal. I take a degree in sports science in Rio Maior, a little city in Portugal. And after, immediately, I start to work in football. In these last few years, I've been working a little bit all around the world. I work in the first league in Tanzania, in a team called African Lion. I work in last season in first league in Maldives, in New Radiant. Before these two experiences, I work in Portugal also, in second leagues, more or less the same of Peimari here in Finland. Before that, I already work in women's football also, and with more or less all the different group stages of young teams. So now, completely different kind of experience here in Finland. But I'm very excited to start to work here.
Okay, I think you have already seen the senior team of Peimari United and also some of the juniors. What kind of base do you have to build on there? Can you say already something about that?
Yeah, of course. Actually, in the last season, I already followed the Peimari league. I watched 2 games, so I don't knew the players. I even imagine that I will be here right now. But I already have a little idea about the championship, about the squad, about some players. Was a little more easy arrive here, and yesterday we start working with the first team, and I appreciate. Actually, I appreciate a lot the way that the players give everything to the training, try to do their best and everything. Of course, we need to work a lot. We need to create different things that I want for the game. More quality with the ball in the foot, more quality occupying the spaces in the field and everything. But I think it's a squad very young, and when we have young players, we can work on it. They have space to develop. They have space to increase and develop their capacity.
Okay, Peimari has played pretty straightforward football, I think, in the last 2 or 3 years. Of course, it's been because maybe the level of players and maybe the high compared to the leagues Peimari have played, it's been a struggle because the team has rised up the leagues every year. And what are your plans now as a new coach? Will you change something about the game model or the game plan, or what are your ideas about the football in overall?
I think the last years for Palmeiras was amazing. was an amazing work by the previous coaches and technical staff, and we cannot just destroy that. We should continue the process, and of course, I want to put my finger on that. Maybe I think is a season very important to give stability to the team, to give stability to the players. When the players go up season by season, year by year, it's normal. They arrive to one point that they are not ready for it, and maybe this happened in the last season. So now the first target is give stability to the players, give stability to the team, develop some kinds of way to play, prepare the players and the team to be ready to go up again. And the next time that we go up again, we want to stay there. So that's my point of view. Of course, after I will put some things of me and of these new technical stuff on the process. We want to be a team that have more ball. We want to be a team that have more control in the game, not just create danger for the opponent guys, for the opponents, using some moments of the game, some few moments of the game when the other team lose the ball or when the other team are not organized. We want to be the team that pick up the game, that construct the game and create that there is organization in the other team. So that's we will try to put these on the game.
Okay. How many guys do you have at the moment in the senior team squad? What is the amount?
Yesterday we training with 14. Was missing 3 players, but will be very important. We put this number a little more large. We are talking with I am talking with Mr. Holling constantly, and is an important part of the process. Have not just a quality squad, but maybe some more players.
Okay. There was 3 Portuguese players in the squad in the last years. Ju has already left the club, but will Adimar, Neves and Gerson Lima be part of the Peimari in the next year, or what is the situation of them?
Yeah, this is the other part of the squad that we should arrange. Probably these 3 players will be difficult continue. Adimar wants on return to Portugal. The goalkeeper, the situation is a little different. We are trying to understand and talk with them about these possibilities. But for sure, these 3 players, they are very good players. They bring quality to the team. They bring quality to Peimari. But with them or with other guys, we will keep the quality high, and we are looking for another possibilities if need.
Okay, so is the idea to continue with 3 Portuguese players also next year, or is it still open? What will happen?
No, probably yes. We will continue with 2-3 players. Maybe not Portuguese, can be foreign, but we just choose Portuguese because it's more easy, the communication with us. Probably we already know them. Just for that is more easy. But of course, if we find some very good guy, Spain or Italian or something like that, there's not a problem. The Portuguese part, I think, is just because of that. But will be very important. We bring 3 players to put a little more quality in the team, to bring different things to the Finland football, because it's normal. Each country have a kind of football. Each country play the football in one specific way. and sometimes it's important put something more, something extra, to increase the quality, to increase the speed, the technicals, drills, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. And how will the senior team train during the winter period? In Finland is maybe the longest pre-season of all the world, 6 or 7 months. How are you prepared for this?
This month until December will be very important for me. In the first moment will be an amazing moment to I understand what is the Finland football, to know the players, to know the squad will be very important. On this month we will work general stuff. High intensity in the trainings, the players have to give 100%, work harder, and in the final of this month, me and the rest of the technical staff, will be sit and really talk and planning the rest of the season. This month gonna be the basis of the rest of the season for us, and for me to get a big kind of knowledge about the team, about the squad, about the Finland football, about what we can construct for the future. Okay. After, in January, in February, we will start working, preparing, and in that moment really preparing the rest of the season, trying to put in the trainings the team playing, how we supposed to play during the games. Try to put in the trainings the same conditions that we will find in the games. Okay.
Okay, so the 100% working will start in January, and this month is still bit of searching and
knowing. We will be working also in this month. It is a very, very important month for us, for me, to know the players. But yeah, you maybe can say that the really preparation for the official match will be start on January. For now, it's very important to put the trainings in a higher level, try the players, see what the players have to give to us. Only after I know what the player can give to us, we can create a model of game where this player feel comfortable 100%.
Okay. Tuli sitten ekat kysymykset. Okay, and then we will continue about a little bit more future. What is your long-term project in Peimari? Ideas, where will you see the club maybe in 3 years after 2018 and 19?
Okay, this is a very important question for me, and I think for Mr. Holly. Not to see just the club right now in this moment, but see the future of the club. And I think, like I said before, the target for now is not just win in a short-term period. We want prepare the team to win in the future. And I'm not just talking about the senior squad. I'm talking about all the young teams. It's very important we create a development in a long-term process. It's very important we define clearly what we want for the players, since the youngest till the senior squad, in 1 year, in 2 years, in 10 years. We need to look at the future. For example, the kids that are now in the junior C will be the next first squad in 5 years, 6 years. So we need to start to prepare them for that. Okay? Of course, we look for the senior squad, and I think it's very important. We look trying to reach good goals, good targets, difficult ones, because these are the most important and what we love more. So I think it's will be very important. We go up in 3 years. I see the club in second league and to stay there. I think the club have this condition, have people that want to work, that have their focus on it. So I think it's possible.
Okay, so maybe that's your target then in 3 years for you also, that Peimari plays again in the higher level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You picked Thiago Santos and Andre Miranda in your coaching staff. Will there be more coaches coming still, or is this enough for you to make the job?
No, it's important to bring at least one more person.
Okay.
To control all the club, to create the conditions to have a very good job in not just in the senior squad, but in all young teams. It's very important. Maybe bring one more person. We already discussed this, so maybe in January we will bring another one.
Okay.
Thiago Santos and André Miranda. I think they are very important people on this project. Both already work in Peimari. Both already know how is the football in Finland. Already know the people. Already know some teams, some players. André have very important knowledge about the players and the other teams in Finland. So for me, it's much more easy work like that with two people. Andre and Tiago, I already know them before, since the academic times. So for me, it will be more easy with them.
Okay. You have been now for a few days in Finland and in Sauvo. What is the first view of the
It's
new?
cold.
It's cold, but not too dark.
No, it's a calm city. Okay, not it's very seems very good place to live. I have to say, for me, it's not so difficult. I see this kind of place like my hometown city in Portugal. More or less the it's not so big town, but it's close to some big spaces. It's easily for us, if we need, we go buy something or arrange something in Turku or in Paimio. And but here is very relaxing place, more or less like my hometown city in Portugal. So till now, just the cold.
Okay.
Just the cold.
Yeah, that's normal for people coming here. And what about the facilities you have? Pretty new field and this indoor arena. What do you think about this?
Yeah, the field, the outside field, I don't know. Just saw outside. I have to go there to know a little better. Inside, the facilities are amazing. Supposed to be like that because it's impossible to practice outside right now. So the facility like that one bring to the practice the quality that we need right now. We should adapt some things because it's not the same space of a football field, a soccer field, but it's very important for us have this space to practice, have this space for all the young teams, for the squad team. So we have, till now, I feel that we have everything that we need.
Okay. About the last question, last year Peimari made cooperation with Veikkausliiga team FC Inter and also some cooperation with 4th division team AS Sauvo. Can you or Olli reply about this? Is there coming to be any cooperation next year with any clubs?
I can start. I think
okay.
it's more a question for Oli, but I can start just to say that in Portugal, for example, or in the other countries that I've been working, I didn't find this kind of agreements between the clubs. But I already understand that these things can be important for the development of the club. I am here just a few days, so I'm trying to understand some things. But I think that Mr. Oli will be working on that to bring the best for the club. But I think this question maybe a little more for you.
Yeah, okay. About any farming agreement with any Veikkausliiga clubs, we have so far no discussions. So this I'm not so sure about if we will have this kind of agreement, but for sure we will have a cooperation with our neighbor team as a Sauvo. That's very clear. This is important even for our juniors to get minutes in men's team who are not yet ready for Peimari own edustus squad. So that's the plan, and that we will do most likely next beginning next year when it's time for that. Yeah. So that's quite natural to continue this cooperation. Yeah.
Okay, that was it for me. Thanks for your
Thank
time.
you.
Kiitos.